before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this is what I call a sport.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From just shy of midfield, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. The slot man in motion right. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Evans. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. from the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And Howe will throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Powell trying to pick it up on third. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Powell completing the quick throw out wide. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jones throwing on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Another try after the first down sack. Jones is going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give to Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Third and 2, here's Howell. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd down and goal. Jones. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamin Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Powell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they send a man in motion right. Gibson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Evans is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Howell. And Dotson, he's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Washington offense stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another first down. Howell to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down, a run with Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And that's complete. It's Sims. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
going up top. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Here's Jones to throw.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5 now. Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.